Dude,
This is
what's
nothing.
up,
This
dude?
is nothing to me. Doesn't matter what the fucking episode is. We bring
I don't
our
give a
fucking
fuck,
shit, dude.
I hear you, man.
I was talking about making this a special occasion.
Yeah.
Then, 2 days ago, texted Matt. I was just like, yo,
Let's just rip
let's
it.
just rip a fucking classic happy.
Yeah, we're just talking about coming out as bi on the 100th episode.
Technically, everybody's bi, dude.
Yeah.
Have you heard fucking gay people say that shit to you?
There's been Sigmund Freud thought everyone was bi.
That's because he was gay, dude.
No.
Sigmund Freud is gay as
Sigmund
fuck.
Freud said everyone's bi, but like the way your parents treat you will like set you to the right path. Like if you identify too much with your mom and like
Yeah.
something, you'll become gay. And if you conquer your Oedipal stuff where like you want to fuck your mom real bad and you're worried your dad's gonna chop your penis off out of like spite
Yeah.
for the fact that you're trying to like push him out of the house and bang your mom as a 4-year-old. If you navigate those rivers correctly, you'll come out
Straight.
Yeah.
You'll come out straight as fuck. It's just,
According to Sigmund
just
Freud.
love pussy.
You'll just love pussy.
Yeah.
So, but you
What if
gotta.
your mom's not hot? You still want to fuck her? Because I
No,
had some friends that had some beat ass moms.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Thick moms.
think about how many days no fap a baby's on. You haven't jerked off
Eternity.
ever, dude.
Yeah, eternity no fap.
You're sucking titties all day. So
You can't even-
You're edging.
you
You're
can't
being.
even
Your mom's edging you, dude, all day long. Just letting her suck your tits.
Especially lactating tits are pretty hot. Something about lactating tits that
God,
gets
dude.
me fucking going. Dude.
I love it, dude.
Makes me want to fucking pop. Dude.
Don't get me started, dude.
Do you pop when you see lactating
I pop,
tits?
dude. I actually used to look up pregnant porn for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, I had a little.
I saw
pregnant.
one a while ago and it stuck with me.
I was
Good or
into it.
bad, it was in my head. I saw a pregnant lady get fucked, like tag teamed by like an old guy.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
That's
weird,
tough.
man. It was weird.
that's tough. I
Yeah.
would at least hope that in the pregnant porn that I'd watch that they treat the lady and the unborn with some respect.
Yeah,
dude.
she's-
There
yeah.
is a child present.
There was a baby in there.
There's a baby there, so I'd hope they're at least treating that baby with a little respect.
Damn, that was one of my first jokes. I just remembered it. I was like,
You said a
I had a
flashback?
3-way because I fingered a pregnant chick.
That's a sick first joke.
Yeah, that was one of my best jokes. I gotta bring that back.
You got it.
It's a
dude.
sick joke.
I used to have a joke about playing house when I was a little kid. I'd be like, dude, I don't know. I used to play house with this girl, and like, I don't know. We were like 6 years old, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck was going on in her house. So she would just like throw shit at me, call me a cheater, and like she would like hit me and all this stuff. And then everyone was just kind of like, kind of laughing. I'm like, but you know, I showed up every day. The pussy was off the hook, dude. Everyone was just like, what? I was like, I kept coming back. The pussy was
That's
too
sick.
good.
And it never worked? That's a great joke. That's a really funny
I
joke.
did it a couple times, and people were just like, "Yo, bro," because I was talking about 2 6-year-olds boning in like a dysfunctional.
Also, it kind of sounds like you were an old guy.
No, I was.
And like the kid was resisting rape. She's like, she would throw stuff and scream at me, try to escape.
No, I was. I was in the frame of being a 6-year-old and being
Either way, great joke.
living out this abusive relationship because of the pussy.
Speaking of great jokes, I was just in DC this weekend.
Oh
and
my
Let it fly, dude. It was time. It was time for the Allah.
You dropped the fucking
the
Allah.
Allah impression to fucking make its
You fucking gave it wings.
fucking sold out show in DC. I was doing great. I had a good set.
Yeah,
There was no host, so it was just me opening for Soda all
whole
weekend,
cold open, dude.
which is tough. But
Damn.
thankfully, they were all Bonfire fans and Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast fans.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Bulls who showed up. You know who you are.
Yeah, that's like the rebel faction, dude. Who
it
shows
is.
up at the end of Braveheart when like this whole other squad comes up and like, who are these fucking hapless warriors? And they're like, oh wait, they're on our side. Sick.
They're like, we like the Secret Podcast. Dude. Anytime at a show, people are like, yo, for real, the podcast is sick. Every time, I'm just like, damn.
That's awesome.
So I was like, set's going pretty well. I was leaning in hard on politics, which is
Yeah.
weird. But I was making fun of them for all being super liberal,
It's tight.
which is funny because
is
they're
funny.
usually good sports about it.
That's good.
They were the whole
Well, they have
weekend.
to be.
The whole weekend, every time I got on stage, I'd be like, DC, dude, you guys are liberal. It's fucking gay, dude. You guys are all gay. But then I was just feeling myself, dude. I was like, I can pull this off. I can do it. Baby girl was in the audience. She loves the Allah impression.
That's all you need, dude.
I was like, I'm going to do this for you. Watch your fucking man work his art. First time I ever did the joke really on stage, like at a real show.
Yeah.
I'm going to close with it.
Damn, dude.
Here comes the closer, dude. Hard bomb. Hard bomb. Like, people were very upset.
And you had nothing else to. Usually, you have like something in the chamber because you don't. I know you don't like getting off stage with the fucking
Yeah.
unsatisfactory
Well, I
bit.
did. I
know
still,
you'll stay
still
on.
hit the fucking 69 your dad. I was like, all right, well,
Okay,
fuck
yeah.
it. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Ripcord this thing.
Yeah, because I've
But,
always noticed that was always something I admired about you stand up. Like if I have my last joke in my head, I'm doing this. However it goes, and I'm getting off. And I would just go,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, okay, bye. And then like I notice you'll stick around. And you're like, you just refuse to have it. You refuse
Can't let
to
go
have
on
it.
that.
I
I
know.
can't let go on a bomb, dude. It's the most embarrassing thing to be like, all right, well, that's my time. Thank you.
Yeah,
Just
but,
pretty.
that
yeah.
didn't go well.
Yeah. But it was, classic
So
setup.
you pulled it up out of
I was
69
like-
of your dad.
A little, but people were like angry that I made fun of Allah.
Really?
Yeah. People
Why?
like there were dudes.
Why are people so defensive of
There was
Allah?
like, so let's say the room was probably like 150.
Mhm.
Probably about 10 dudes were just dying
Yeah.
laughing.
Hilarious.
The rest of the room was visibly upset. Initially
Really?
audibly upset.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
what?
I was like, do you guys like impressions? They're like, yeah. Because again, I was having a decent set at this point.
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, this will be funny. I was like, I'll get out of here on this. Do you guys like impressions? They're like, yeah. I was like, this is Allah. And then instant groans. Still some laughs, though. They're like, this could be funny.
Yeah.
And then when the second one, I was like, this is Allah on 9/10 calling Osama bin Laden. And the whole place just went dead silent, dude. Just dead silent. And then I sped through it because I was failing.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I was like, oh, are you guys doing it? Oh, man, you guys are crazy. I'll get you pussy for this.
Oh, yeah.
That was the first time I ever did that.
Oh, so you didn't give. Sometimes, too, like, I'll do something that won't work, and then, like, a month later, I'll try it, and it's just fucking.
I did it 2
crushes.
days later in Baltimore, and it did really well.
Yeah.
But I set it up in the context of I just bombed with this. Do you guys want to hear it? Then it's funny.
Maybe you needed. That was
Then
the
it's
fucking
funny.
sacrificial lamb you needed to give this thing birth.
But boy,
You needed to call a dubuk into existence, dude. You can't just let that fly.
you need to call what?
You need to call a dubuk into this.
You say, hang on, I have no idea what you're
A
saying.
dubuk, dude. It's like a Jewish spirit that like it's like a Jewish ghost.
There's Jugos called what?
Dubuks,
Dupuks?
Dibuks or something. There was some
Dibuks?
movie I watched. It was like
Babadook?
there's Babadook, but there's Dibuks.
There's Babadooks and Dibuks?
Dibuks, yeah, dude. Dibuks.
Dude, don't start with this because it's already spooky out.
I know, dude.
How spooked have you been?
I bought a pumpkin.
You bought a pumpkin?
I bought a pumpkin, dude. I'm gonna carve a really spooky jack.
What are you going to carve into it?
Just a real jagged eyes and crooked teeth. It's gonna be so spooky.
What's it, you going to make it Asian?
No. That's not what I said. Well, you know what's funny though about your set is that I just read a study that begs to differ. Well, you had a nice little sample size in terms of the crowd, but it's like who's compartmentalizing, who's sitting in the crowd and being like, "Oh fuck, this is so funny," and there's like I can't say it. There's a lot of people who won't say that. They did a study recently. I meant to look at the sample size, but it was like tens of thousands of people, and they from all races, genders, all this stuff. And they asked, like, is PC culture, can it be problematic? And is hate speech problematic? And, like, I think, like, 65, 70% of people were like, PC culture can be
Is this from
problematic.
that Jordan Peterson debate?
No, this was
Remember when
recent.
they brought that up?
When?
The Jordan Peterson versus the black dude?
Mm-mm.
At
This
the
was,
beginning, they had a poll.
who, Michael Eric? No.
That's what I wasn't sure if it was that.
No, this was like a scientific, I guess, qualitative study where they
Nice.
just ask people stuff.
I did notice, like, first off, after the show, almost everyone I talked to was like, that was hilarious. That joke was hilarious.
Exactly.
There were people holding back laughter,
Yeah.
but there were also 3 hot chicks in the very front row that were
They were like,
none too pleased.
hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can fuck up some laughter, dude.
The hot chicks that were like, I can't believe you're saying this right now.
Yeah, that'll spoil the milk, dude.
I'm like, listen to the joke. Don't fucking, you just heard Allah at the beginning, and they were like, no.
Should have fucking stage dive,
Dude.
dude. You should have gave a fucking
Why do
flying
feminists
elbow.
love Allah, dude?
Dude, I mean, it's
That's because, you know why? Because fucking BBGs love naughty bees, dude. And Allah is the ultimate fucking naughty bee.
I mean, for sure.
If
dude.
there's a naughtier bee out there, I
That's-
don't know who it is.
You should become the Jordan Peterson of like just explaining why Allah is so important for naughty bees to like get themselves together,
Dude,
dude.
naughty bees, think of what Allah...
If you map the levels of meeting onto Allah,
Dude, think of what Allah fucking... Ali, dude, think of what Allah fucking brings to the naughty bees. Swords,
true,
running with your dogs,
till the death.
just
yeah.
running with your boys.
Yep.
Treat bitches like fucking
Oh my-
property.
dude. Yeah.
Fucking bomb shit. Blow shit up, dude. That's
Yeah.
as naughty as it gets.
That's definitely the Allah Old Testament, dude.
Yeah.
Is the Quran split in Old and New Testament?
No, it's just straight up
Just-
fucking naughty
just
bee, dude.
Straight up.
It's a
fucking-
naughty book.
It might be the original. What's that one book everyone reads? The Game.
What is that like?
That was like a pickup artist book. It's called The Game. A lot of people read that.
Yeah, it's pretty much
but-
Max Tucker Max. Allah might be Tucker Max, dude. He's like, yeah, and then you get pussy. Oh, yeah.
One time I fucked this chick and she shit herself. He's such a Tucker Max is such a liar. I fucking hate him.
That O&A is like one of the best.
Oh yeah, when they called him out,
When
like,
Tucker Max comes into the studio and he starts, they're like, tell us a story. And then while he's telling it, they start to be like, did you? Oh, is that what happened? And he's such a fucking loser. He keeps telling it.
Yeah, he sucks. Oh, but so the study, they found that like 60% of people, they asked like from all races, they even broke it down like racial groups wise. Like maybe it's just like all white people think it's not problematic, but it came out to where like, again, like 65% of people thought it was problematic from all race groups, except for black people, who was like 63% thought it was problematic, so it was slightly less. And then they asked if hate speech is problematic, and like 85% of people were like, yeah, definitely problematic. Still a fucking 15 kicking around like, well, it depends really.
Hate speech is funny.
But what was interesting is the people who were like PC culture is super, super important, overwhelmingly are white women with master's degrees and above who make over $100,000 a year. And then on the flip side, people were like, fucking PC culture is ruining this.
Yeah.
Typically white people on just like another economic spectrum, just of like different values. So this is basically a battle of white people. Is what the study came up with. Is like,
of course it is.
most people don't give a fuck. This is just factions of white people arguing, and like the rest is,
of course it is.
It's called like the tired majority or whatever. And there's just like, all right, guys, like two-thirds of the country is just like, you guys done with this shit yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That was crazy.
That's what I was trying to tell Dweck the whole time we were making that fucking series. I was like, dude, we don't need to be right wing.
Exactly.
Just right down the middle.
Yeah.
Because everyone's tired of all this dumb
just
shit.
Make fun of all of it.
Yeah.
Like
everyone's done with this shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Speaking of, dude, my friend hit me up and was like, yo, the Navy SEALs got a hold of your firefighter sketch, and they were all passing around saying it was the shit, dude. So, yo, shout out Navy SEALs.
Damn,
what up,
dude.
boys?
That's awesome.
Yeah. That made me feel, I was sitting, it was right last night when I was reading that some dickhead talking shit on me online that I sold out to the right wing and that I was a fucking failed white comic. And then my boy texted me and was like, yo, the Navy SEALs are praising you. It's like, dude, me and the SEALs are
So who would you rather have, the Navy SEALs praise you or some dude?
Dude.
Not fucking trashing some dude who's probably projecting his own life failure onto you. It's like, hey, man.
Now that me and the Navy SEALs are cool, dude.
I mean, you get up at 4:30 in the morning, dude. It's basically Jocko's boys are being like, yo, you ever hear this? He's a fucking man.
Me and the SEALs have very similar regimens.
For sure.
Like 100%.
For sure, dude.
Both discipline out the wazoo. You wanna know what I did today?
What you do?
Nothing. I didn't do much.
I don't think I
got
even.
A breakfast
I don't
sandwich.
think I even like fart at 4:30 in the morning in my sleep. My body is just totally shut down.
Everything's off. Just yeah. No, me and the SEALs are I'm pretty much a SEAL now. You should have seen me in basic training.
How was that?
I was pretty much a SEAL.
Hitting the push-ups.
That's what the thing was. Like I didn't quit because it was too hard.
Too easy.
It was just it was a cakewalk, dude. I was like, I gotta get out of here.
This is what you guys want me to do?
Nah.
100 push-ups? Call me when you guys need me to do 1,000.
Yeah, right. I'd be at like 5 and be like, well, I'm trying, man. I'm trying so fucking hard.
You should have just wore Metal Gear Solid Gear and just like slunk around the whole time. You ever seen people get question marks?
I should have got a box and hid in it and walked the halls at night. Oh man, I've told that story a bunch.
What?
When I knew I was gonna quit during basic, I just went out and took a shower. Like at night, you're not allowed to shower. You're not allowed to get out of your fucking room at night.
Yeah, people hit you with fucking soap bars. Dude,
I got out and just went to take a shower in the middle of the night.
Because you knew you had enough.
I was like, fuck this. I'm not gonna listen to these fucking guys. I'm taking a shower. This sucks.
How was it?
When I was walking to the shower, they all, like 3 drill sergeants came running down the hall and were like, what the fuck are you doing? Get against the wall. So I was standing against the wall and they were like, do you even want to fucking be here? And I was like, no, I'm quitting.
Yeah, I'm done.
And instantly they were like, oh man, come on. It's not that bad, dude.
It's like being in a
you can do it. Come on, man.
It's like being in like a haunted attraction. If you stop, like, all right, my bad. So what's going on?
As soon as I was like, no, really, I'm definitely quitting. This sucks. They're like, dude, come on. It's not that bad. Just get through this. It's fine. It's easy. You can do it. And I was like, hilarious. No, I'm getting in the shower, dude. They're like, all right, get in the shower. They let me take the shower.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Well,
that's pretty much exactly what Navy SEALs basic training is too.
For sure.
You know what I mean? You can
Oh,
just
they
be
can
like,
let you skate there.
you
If
can
you're
just
like,
be
dude, this is too hard.
yeah, they're like, yeah, go ahead.
They're like, ah, come on, man.
Yeah.
You can shower.
So that's why I get so emotional when I watch like Lone Survivor. If you know, dude, if you watch Lone Survivor with me, because those
Yeah.
are my brothers.
I hear you.
Those are pretty much my brothers.
That guy was going to come fuck you up, dude. Did you ever see the guy Mark Wahlberg touts around in interviews?
Marcus Luttrell,
I think so.
the guy, the actual Lone Survivor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on a fuck
Yeah, he'd
you
fucking
up.
kill me.
Did you see when Mark brings him around and the guy's like, well, I mean, like, I forget the guy who's interviewing him basically says, like, kind of like doesn't really treat this guy's situation with as much respect as the guy wants. And the dude starts talking and Mark, like, puts his arm in front of him. He's like, what are you talking about, bro? It's pretty funny.
Damn,
Mark's a
Wahlberg's-
troop.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark's a troop.
Dude, that's so
Dude.
ridiculous that he just is like, I'm a troop.
He's a troop, dude. He saved
He
Boston.
sucks.
Mark saved Boston during the bombing.
What a fucking dildo.
And he's a troop, dude.
Mark Wahlberg is
Yo,
a dildo.
I will say, Wahlburgers is off the hook.
You go to Wahlburgers?
Dude, I just went there the other day. It's so fucking
Did you
good.
go to the one in Philly?
I went-
Is
put
there
on-
any other ones?
The one, I don't know, the one in Northern Liberty.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
put on a wife beater, dude, and I just walk in. I was like,
Damn, they probably thought you were one of them.
I probably did.
Did you get hooked up? Were they like, here you go, dude. You're a troop. You're a Wahlberg troop, dude.
I felt like such a douche.
What a fucking
Because when-
psycho that
But
guy
it's
is.
so good, dude. Wahlburgers, I think, is better than Shake Shack.
Oh, I got a new dude to fucking hate.
Who?
The fucking Rock.
Oh, yeah, I've been hating
The
The
Rock fucking sucks.
I've been hating The
I
Rock.
know. You've been like messaging him that you're going to make him come. Isn't that all your Twitter
I've
was?
sent him some gay shit. Yeah, I sent
Yeah.
The Rock some gay shit. My mom
He's
found
only
out.
gotten worse, dude.
My mom found out, got mad about it.
I was so hungover on. Oh, here
Well,
we go.
He
I
has a
forgot
little
about
thing
this.
with Kevin Hart. He's always like, "Yeah, what's up, little man?"
That's one of the gayest fucking. Those two.
Their
they're-
manufactured bromance might be like the lamest shit. In the
Oh
fucking
my
world.
god. The so this is you're gonna like this on Saturday.
What is it?
Saturday. So Soder brought the Xbox 360 to DC because
Respect.
we were like, we're gonna fucking plow through our dynasty.
Yeah.
We have a sick dynasty going,
Mhm.
and I was like, this is we were very excited about this. But then I brought baby girl down for the weekend, ruined it.
You think you ruined it with your bro?
Yeah, I didn't.
Did
we
you
didn't
play
it
video
all.
games at all?
No, we went out, dude. Baby girls. You think baby girl's gonna sit and watch you play Xbox?
Nah.
No, you
I
gotta.
want to try this place. I read about it on Yelp.
Yeah, that's baby girl
Yeah.
shit.
That's
So
all their fucking shit.
Saturday was actually a sick fucking day.
Mhm.
So we woke up. You know what we do.
I heard you.
You know what we do,
I heard
dog. Then we went.
Steam the walls.
Yeah, dude. Fucking- then we.
Say no more. You guys were in a hotel hanging
yeah,
out.
fucking
woke
balling
up,
shit. Went to.
Swish some Listerine.
Went
in
to the
mouth.
monuments.
Mhm.
Saw Trump.
You saw him?
Saw Trump Daddy's helicopter fly by. Saw it land.
What happened?
Saw Marine One. Saw the Trump dog, dude.
Damn, dude.
Then we went to the Washington Monument, World War II Monument,
Mhm.
Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah.
Went to a bar to watch the Notre Dame game.
Sick.
Did 2 shows. Crushed.
Mm-hmm.
Went to a fucking EDM concert.
At nighttime?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. See, I hate
That's a
going,
baby girl field trip, dude.
Dude, I fucking hate going to all that memorials and stuff.
Really? They're actually
So
cool as fuck.
Boring. Oh my
Nah, they're
god,
cool as
dude.
fuck.
Oh,
Go
I
see
did
the
it.
Lincoln Memorial, dude. It's
I've
fucking
done
sick.
DC with my ex-wife. I did it with my girlfriend. I go, we look at the fucking. I walk into the museum and I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Have you been there since Trump took office?
What
It's a
happened?
new perspective on American
Oh, it
liberty,
sucks.
dude.
I've been in Lincoln
Once you
Memorial
see-
twice. I will look around and go, all right, can I fucking leave?
How dare you?
Dude, they should take everything in museums and throw it the fuck out.
What?
Junk.
That's a fucking ISIS. That's naughty B fucking
junk.
101, dude.
It's junk, dude.
That's naughty B 101.
It's like, here's King Tut's spoon. It's like, good. Throw it in the fucking trash. It's old as fuck. They waste so much money on that shit.
But
So you went to the museums.
so this was really funny too because I was wearing this fucking camo hat and like jeans and a hoodie,
Mm-hmm.
and at one point at the World War II memorial, this wreath fell over because it was windy
You
out.
pick it up.
And I picked it up like real solemnly, and like while I was picking it up, I was like, definitely people think that I'm like a troop, like I look like a fat PTSD'd out troop, like solemnly fucking restoring this wreath. And I was like, dude, I'm kind of stealing valor right now.
That's so fucking funny.
Then we go into the Lincoln Memorial's sick, dude.
Sucks.
You get in there, it's like you see big fucking Abe up there, and behind him, it's like this serves
All
as
the
a
shit reading
this serves
on
as
the
a
sides.
temple to a man who saved the Union.
Yeah.
It's fucking sick. And then the Gettysburg Address is there. I like teared up reading the Gettysburg Address. Gettysburg Address is sick.
I say I walk up the steps. I'm halfway. I walk up. I'm like, God damn, it's so fucking crowded. This place sucks. And I get in there and I'm like, you fucking happy? There it is. Take a picture. Come on, let's go.
True. All right.
And I'm fucking out. I hate museums. I hate landmarks. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
You're not totally wrong. If this was year 2 of me and baby girl's relationship, there's no chance we're doing any of this. I was still in like, I'm interesting mode.
For sure. Yeah. So
Meanwhile,
like, actually, and you know history, so you're like, well, actually, blah blah blah.
She tried to hit me with the fucking. It's so funny to hear like a younger person's the information that they're all receiving.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, Abraham Lincoln was part black. And I'm like, I don't know why people are trying to tell you that.
Where
No,
are they
he
getting that
wasn't.
from?
There's also like Abraham Lincoln was like gay, Native American, black, and white. It's like, dude,
Well, what is he?
he's a fucking white guy.
Okay, I thought
Might
so.
have had some fucking Indian in him,
Maybe
but it's like
a little bit of Jew.
probably some Jew.
I think he's a little bit
I
Jew.
saw
think
the
he's
Jew in
Jewish.
him.
I think he's Jewish.
Yeah, I think we both see the Jew. That fucking schnoz, dog.
I just figured, I thought he was just like a backwoods Kentuckian, some old white guy from the woods.
Yeah, but it's just funny the way people are trying to
Why do they
like
say he's gay?
modernize history because he like slept with some dudes.
Oh, he did fuck some dudes.
He didn't fuck them. Back then, it was like acceptable to sleep in the same bed.
Yeah, they had to. Him and Ben Franklin.
Yeah.
There's like,
Him and Ben Franklin were 69 and hard.
yeah, dude. Wait, because he slept in bed with dudes?
Yeah.
I've slept in bed with like my brothers and shit. It doesn't make you gay.
Yeah.
I mean, we did gay stuff.
Yeah, yeah. You do some gay stuff. You show each other your dick. You fucking slap
I mean,
someone's
we
dick.
sucked each other, dude, but
There's nothing gay about
we
brothers.
were planning a fucking union, dude.
brothers
We had to suck
sucking
each other.
You gotta save the union. You're gonna have to, dude. You're gonna have to swallow some cum.
Wait,
to
so
save
you're
the
telling me
union.
historians read his biography and then like he was
Not
like,
real historians? No.
but they were like reading his biography and being like, wait, he slept in a bed with a dude, and he goes, oh my god, and they're like,
This is groundbreaking. Yeah, got on the fucking Morse code, dude.
Abraham Lincoln's fucking gay, dude.
Yeah, but
So that's
this-
unfounded.
I would imagine, yeah,
You heard it here first. Abraham Lincoln, not gay.
not gay, but we go to the show, and then my friend Travis played football with me at Elon. He's from DC. He showed up, and I was gonna go back to the hotel, blaze Chronic,
Yeah,
play NCAA with Sodies.
gotcha.
Great night.
Yeah,
Instead, Travis was like, "We're going out to this concert. You guys should come." And I was like,
yeah.
"What the hell?" Like,
Why not?
I got to treat baby girl right. Got to send her to a fucking that's her shit too. Fucking
EDM. She likes EDMs.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
Not much. That shit was a nightmare.
Yeah, it's pretty tough. Well, it's just people.
It sucked. It
high on
fucking
Molly.
blew.
I've been in a couple of them. People's come to your face and like, bro, you roll it. And it's like, no.
It was a nightmare. And then I was like, the only way I can enjoy this is if I black out. So I start boozing as hard as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And then Travis is like, "Yo, let's get bottle service."
Oh no.
So we got a $250 bottle of vodka.
Oh man.
And then he was driving, so he wasn't really drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Baby girl was already pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
So now it's just me and a full bottle of vodka that was $250. And I was like, I was drunk enough that I was like, we can't waste this thing.
For sure.
I drank a whole bottle of vodka
Damn, dude.
and was, dude, I was dead.
Holy shit.
So then the next morning I wake up, obviously
Feeling great.
very, very hungover. Like the most hungover I've been in a long time.
Did you have another show or were you done?
Sunday we had a show in Baltimore.
Oh.
But I read The
So
Rocks.
you drank a bottle of vodka at an EDM concert.
Yeah.
That's a weird vibe for an EDM show, dude.
A blacked out old dude that's like mad. I was so mad, dude. In the bottle service area, it was so funny, dude. There was a the couch next to us was like 10 white dudes that all had their phones out the whole time taking selfies.
Jesus Christ.
They got bottle service with like sparklers and shit. When the girl came over, they all gathered around with like their
my
camera
God.
phones out. The couch over was the sickest couch. It was 3 Indian dudes.
Oh, dude, I didn't
That
want to
were-
say. I was like waiting for some Indian bros.
Yeah, the
hanging out
Indian bros.
VIP.
These were also there were 2 Indian bros and then 1 Indian man.
Okay,
He was like a chubby geezer in a full fucking like business outfit.
he was there.
Up on the
popping
fucking,
bottles.
he was up dancing on the fucking balcony. I was like, that's the coolest shit I've ever seen. But
Did you hear about the attack in India where like these girls like either soccer or field hockey team got like these boys came from like the village and were like, show me your bobs, show me your
They
vagines.
demanded bobs?
They demanded bobs.
dude, if an Indian demands
They
bobs,
demanded bobs and vagines in India, and these girls were flippant and were like, "Why don't you guys go back and fuck you guys?" Da, 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 da. These dudes came back with their squad and some of their sisters from their village, and they savagely beat this sports team with canes and bamboo sticks. They were like, "You don't want to send Bob's and Vagine?"
They hit them with canes?
and beat the fuck out of them with bamboo sticks.
Well, fucking show Bob's.
Dude,
Show Bob's,
I was
dude.
just laughing about all the fucking Bollywood dance numbers, dude. I was like, definitely throws that for a loop. When the guy dances, the girl's like, "No, seriously, I'm riding the subway. Leave me alone." He's just like, bamboo stick. He's like, swap, swap, swap.
Yes,
fucking
dude.
whap, whap.
Indians are fucking hilarious.
When Indians want pussy, dude, they want fucking pussy now.
They demand the fucking Bob's.
If they want to pick a Bob's, it's like, you
You
better
better send Bob pics, dude.
you better have at least, or have like some sort of like trash can lid to block a bamboo stick if you're going to talk shit about not sending Bob's back. Yeah, I was like, I think I'm the only person who read that article and kind of chuckled to himself. I was just like, everyone's like, "This is disgusting." I was like,
Yeah, it's awesome. Fuck, dude.
And even some of their sisters came back and helped. They must have said some fucking really mean
Dude,
shit.
so I wake up. I'm sorry. I'll
ahead.
go back to this,
No,
but I've been
please.
trying to find the Rock's Instagram. And
Yeah,
it's
this is how this all started.
Gayest shit.
So this is the morning you woke up.
So I woke up as hungover as possible.
That was a good backstory for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I woke up the most hungover I've been in a long time, laying in bed looking at Instagram, and I'm looking at the Rock's Instagram, and it's the gayest shit in the world.
God.
He like takes pictures of like, because he has cheat days once a
Mm-hmm.
week where he'll eat like 30 cookies and then like talk about it and be like, "I worked my ass off for these delicious cookies." It's like, dude, shut up.
You're such a dork.
But this one is a picture of him about to work out,
yeah.
and it says, "I'm nice, but I don't play nice ever. I
Wow.
chalk my calluses up, get to work, and fucking disrupt."
Okay, Rock. Fucking.
What a fucking dildo.
Yeah, man. Fucking keep working out your home gym, dude. It's like, go for it. Yeah, I've been turned off by his stuff a lot.
Toss in fucking anxiety and depression of an immense hangover.
And you talk about a guy just
and
disrupting.
a jack
You
dude that's
probably
like,
fucking-
"I'm nice, but I don't play nice ever." It's like, dude, you're like 50. Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
You're on fucking male testosterone.
I chalk my
therapy.
calluses up, get to work, and fucking disrupt.
It's like, well, dude, if I was taking
Fucking
steroids,
disrupt?
dude, if I was taking like testosterone therapy, I'd probably be waking up at 5 o'clock and chalking up my calluses too. But it's like I have to rely on my normal hormonal profile because I'm not a fucking psycho. So it's like, hey, yeah, if I shot fucking 2,000 cc's into my ass every morning, I'd be up on Instagram like, I want to fucking get up.
Here's his hashtag Sunday cheat meal. Cookie train rolls on.
That's such a fucking dork.
I'll go to hell for this one, but not before I take these cookies to Pound Town while watching the OG Trailblazer himself, Quincy Jones doc on Netflix. Love it. I
mean-
need to have tequila one day with this brilliant man. If you ain't cheating, then you ain't eating, my friends.
The fact that he's trying to
Fuck
get him,
you.
The fact that he's trying to like, I can't even think of a way to say it, but like, social media commoditize this whole like, I like cookies. It's like, dude, fucking eat some cookies and shut the fuck up about it. You don't have to turn this into a big thing.
Yeah, he's
Eat
like,
your fucking
I'm not
cookies."
nice. I'm nice, but I don't play nice ever. Okay, Instagram model.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
fucking faggot. Sorry. Sorry, I shouldn't be on the air right now. Shouldn't be on the air right now. I've been saying faggot too much again. My bad.
Dude, you're only human, dude. You don't play nice, dude.
I don't play. I am nice, but I don't,
don't
play
play
nice,
nice.
ever.
I'm not gay, but I do say faggot.
Yeah, so that was my hangover. Just spent looking at the Rock's Instagram with one eye, just fucking laying in a hotel bed naked, just fucking piece of shit.
That's so funny. There's a street in Philly called Farragut Street, and I was navigating my girlfriend, and I was like, "Here, make a left on Faggot Street." And she's like, "That's not what it's called. That's not what it's called." I was like, "I don't know. That's what I thought it said."
Dude, Bay's getting mad when you say faggot. It's so funny.
They hate it, dude.
I had a BB girl get mad on the way home from a show, and I was like, I said faggot, and she like freaked out.
Yeah, they get
I
mad.
was like, you need to stop saying that.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
What's funny too is when they eventually, which she probably will, one day she'll get mad, she'll say it, and you go, "Ooh,
Yeah, what was that?
What's that about?"
Yeah.
That's not a nice word.
No, it's not a nice word.
They'll say it,
When a girl says it, it's worse.
dude.
When a girl says anything racist or homophobic,
Yeah, it's
it's
creepy.
gross.
True.
Because they're not funny.
True that.
That's the problem.
True that. Well, it's also weird when girls get racist. It's like, where the fuck are you coming up with this?
Yeah. I had that when I was talking
Old
about.
daddy sat you on the lap, dude, and fucking gave you the fucking lessons,
it gave
dude.
you the fucking
Gave
Old
you
Testament, dude. He gave you the naughty
Yeah, when
BLA,
girls
dude.
get racist, I'm like, what?
Yeah, it was like the time I was talking to my ex, and I was like, "Would you fuck a black guy?"
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "No," and instantly I was like, "That's weird.
Yeah, what the
It's
fuck?
weird. What are you talking about?
Why wouldn't you?
You wouldn't fuck a hot black dude?"
She would.
She would. She just saw her fucking racist daddy. She was like, "What does racist daddy want to hear?" No, they're gross. I was like, yeah, getting me hard.
Racist daddy.
I'm a fucking big snoring racist daddy, baby.
Answer the question right.
Answer this correctly.
Actually, that question either way gets big racist daddy hard.
Either way, that's a
She's
problem.
like, I love fucking big
Yeah.
racist daddy's like, oh god.
Here, you like when they punish you? I like watching you get hurt. Makes me aroused. I want a big black dick to hurt you, baby. My little baby girl.
Oh my
fuck.
god. Oh
Yeah.
my god, dude! You have to. That's the best thing you can do for your comedy career is come out as bi.
I am bi.
Good.
I showed Soder my dick this weekend.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was
How'd
an
you like
accident. It was an accident. It was
How was
really
it an
funny.
accident?
So I sleep naked, as you know. We were
Yeah.
sharing a room
Yeah.
the first night.
So you guys were Abraham Lincoln in.
We Abraham Lincoln,
Yeah.
queen bed.
Pushed them together.
Yeah. But I stood up. I was naked, and I was like, "Could you throw me a towel so I could get?" And I like was holding it up in front of me, like a matador.
Yeah.
But I didn't know the bottom was still on the bed.
Oh my.
So it was literally, I was just standing there with my dick out, and he was like, "Dude, your dick's just totally out." And it was just a flaccid donger just hanging straight down.
I was imagining him seeing your dick more as like you were laying in the sheets and like it was
Rolled
almost like
over.
it was almost like an aquatic animal how it comes to surface. You just rolled over and your dick came and then went back under the blanket.
Just surfaced.
Your dick surfaced above the
Just a
blanket.
great white shark.
came
dude.
right
Just
down.
breached. Just breached. Put it in slow mo.
That's sick. You
Geo's
saw it
running.
fucking dude. I'm telling you, you should do bisexual jutsu, dude, and just have that be your shadow clone. Do you watch do you watch Naruto at all?
No.
You gotta start watching Naruto.
Naruto, like.
Naruto, the anime with the fucking.
Wait, which one's the massage that's porn?
Oh,
Nuru.
Nuru, not Nuru. It's Naruto. It's
I'm more
it's
of
not
a-
porn.
All
It's not
right.
porn. It's Naruto.
Well, if it ain't porn, I'm not fucking with Asians. You know what I'm
Nah,
talking
dude,
about?
Not with
You know
Naruto.
what I'm talking about.
No, because I
Hell
I
yeah.
fuck with Naruto hard, dude.
You do?
I love it.
You like anime?
I've always liked that. I've liked
All right.
Pokemon. Well, it's not anime. It's Japan. I guess it's anime, dude. It's just these guys, and they do like jutsu is like if you have power. So it's like you'll do like shadow clone jutsu, and like you and I will be squaring off, and I'm like, "Hup, hup, hup, hup," and they're like the whole time they're staring at each other. It listens to their internal monologue, and they'll be like, his jutsu is strong. Where did he learn that? He is no match, dude. It's so fucking funny.
He's no match for mine.
And every time they when they finally, they're always trying to trick you. They're ninjas, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So like, dude, the ninja code is so fucking sick. How like you just walk around the woods and like all you want is people to learn about how sick of a ninja you are. And you just go from village to village and you hear people's stories and you're like, that's so dishonorable, dude. And you fucking avenge them and go find who they're fighting. And
Hell
when
yeah.
when you find your enemy and like they think they have you and they're like, huh, they tell you their whole plan of what they did. And then you sit there, and at the last second, dude, you hit them with fucking shadow jutsu, break out. And right before you're about to hit them, you're like, "Oh, this is what I did to get out of your thing, you fool!" And dude, it's
And then
so
you hit him.
fucking crack them, dude. And anytime someone gets killed, it just fades to like a little blood shot. It goes away and it goes, bloop, and it's like we got, dude. It's
That's kind of like, do you think that's what we did in World War II with Japan?
what?
They were like, we will use our sneak attack.
Yeah,
Pearl Harbor attack, go.
they went. Hup, hup, hup,
And
hup,
then the USA was like, we saw your sneak attack. we have bombs.
we actually organized your sneak attack.
Yeah, we secretly allowed you to do that so we could go to war with you.
You fools, dude. Hiroshima jutsu.
Do you
Dude,
think we jutsued Hiroshima?
you gotta watch Naruto, dude. It's my favorite.
I can't
fucking
watch.
show.
I can't watch anime at all.
Dude, it's the best. It's just this dude. It's this poor ninja from this village, dude. His parents
Don't
are
be racist.
poor ninja from
Oh,
this
I thought you
village.
said something else.
You almost got hard, dude.
Yeah, I was like,
Almost
"Oh,
got
big
fucking-
daddy, you got your fucking big racist daddy going, dude." I was like, "Is that what the podcast is now? Are we allowed to say it now?"
Dude, you know what's funny? I think on many episodes ago, you said something about like having a fear of inadvertently just one day saying the N-word.
Yeah.
To where you're like, didn't you ever worry about just like blurting it out? And like that's gotten in my head now where I'm like, oh my God, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
you could end your life at any moment.
Just
Like in
by
church, screaming the N-word.
now that I'll sit in settings where I'm like, that is kind of scary. Like, what if something weird just happens in my brain? I just scream that out, and it's like, it's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
I mean, the shock value, most people would just be like, whoa, 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 and you'd have like 10 seconds to get out. But if you fully erupted, we're like, oh, I can't stop fucking saying it. That's such a funny thing to put in someone's head.
Yeah, that'd be a sick, like, you remember the movie Liar Liar?
Mm-hmm.
I wish the kid's wish was that Jim Carrey could only say the N-word.
Or that he would.
Yeah.
Dude, that would be a whole different movie.
That's a good movie.
That would be a
What
whole
would you
different...
call that movie instead of Liar Liar?
I don't know.
Episode 100.
Episode 100.
Damn, dude. Episode 100 is sick. Yo, shout out Max King. What up, bull?
What up, King?
What up, Kingy?
What's up, bro?
He's a chill-ass bull. He asked me to shout him out.
That's what's Let's take a break.
Yeah?
Let's take a break.
Yeah, sick.
I gotta blow my nose. We back, baby.
Yes, dude.
What up?
What up?
What up? I had to blow my nose.
I just got the 411 on the Dakota territories from our friend James Mashuli.
What about the Dakota?
I was asking him how his socialist baby girl's doing. He's got a socialist baby girl.
I know, I heard that.
Yeah, he's got a full-on commie baby.
How's she doing?
She's good. He said she's pissed right now because they just said that Native Americans can't vote in North Dakota.
What?
Yeah, sick.
They blocked the Native American vote?
I think so. According to James Mashuli in the hallway right now.
Shit.
That's where I get all my news.
Who do you think blocked the Native American vote?
Trump.
You think he blocked
Trump daddy was probably like, you guys, come on.
Why can't they vote?
Something about they don't have addresses. They don't have P.O. boxes on the teepees, I guess.
Yeah, dude.
On their fucking tents.
Holy shit,
It's
dude.
fucked up.
Yikes.
Anyway, what's up?
Chilling. I was actually laughing about that.
Shout out to the Dakota
Did
territories.
you hear about Clinton? How she came out and was like, in an interview, like, Bill having sex with Monica Lewinsky wasn't abuse of power.
Uh-oh.
People are like...
That kind of contradicts everything, doesn't it?
I mean, I don't know why no one talks about him fucking allegedly raping chicks, but I guess that one was like set in stone. But yeah, Hillary was like, she was an adult.
True.
Then you
True.
gotta fucking reinstate a lot of other dogs, dude. You gotta reinstate Lauer.
Matt Lauer was out there fucking abusing his power.
Yeah, for some reason, when Big Billy did it, dude, it was just
When Big Billy did it, it was fucking, it was consensual.
I think what was she, 18? Lewinsky was like 18.
And you got to reinstate Louis. The reason that was such a thing was because he was exerting power.
Yeah, I heard that today, and it was just kind of, it's so funny because when they're like, well, Hillary and Bill, please sit down. It's like, that was your girl, dude, not too long ago.
You loved her.
Not too long ago.
That was your bae, dude.
That's Hillary Kavanaugh, dude. She had a couple fucking misdeeds under her belt.
Yeah. That's great.
Hilarious. What do you think about the fucking Kanye Trump White House meeting?
Summit?
What do you think about the summit, dude?
Oh man, the world, some of the best leaders and the best minds in
That
the
was
world.
a love fest, dude.
Think of the head of every race right now. Trump daddy controls white people.
Okay.
Kanye, leader of the black community.
Okay.
Kim Jong, leader of the Chinese.
Yeah.
All the powerful races are combining to form the three most badass dogs.
That's the only three, right?
And the North Dakota natives.
Who's in charge of like the old world Indians from India?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say the dude from Silicon Valley.
Oh, you're saying Indians?
Yeah.
Like
old world Indians.
Yeah, like computer Indians.
Yeah.
Not drunk Indians.
Yeah.
Computer Indians.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kamal.
That guy.
Kamal.
Got you.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, you hear about fucking Brazil?
No, what are they doing?
They have they're like in the process of having like a military dictator win the election.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's like, people are like, this is Brazil's Trump, and this guy's like, he's not. He's basically like, he'll like come out in a speech and be like, fuck faggots, blah, blah, blah. Like,
I saw that, and he was like, press, you better hope I don't win or I'm going to fucking kill you guys.
Yeah, like he's for real.
Yeah,
like,
he's like real Trump.
He's a military dictator.
He's the one, he's what they are afraid Trump is.
Mm-hmm.
He's what Trump would be if he could.
Yeah.
If he was in Brazil.
Yes, but what they're saying is that people are doing this because they're like sticking it to the system, which is like, if you think about it, it's like Hillary, Bush, Clinton, all those people. That's like the system. and people elected Trump because they're like, "Fuck those guys. This guy's not a politician.
Yeah.
This guy's a shit." And that's happening in a bunch of other countries. And these like, but they're putting in like right wing dictators. It's like,
This is no good.
yeah, but it's
no
like
good.
that's imagine like if that's how much people don't like you, to where like this guy comes out and he's like, "I'm gonna fucking murder the press." Fuck it. Everyone's like, "Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Fuck
or
the
at least
press.
enough people to vote him
Yeah.
in.
I mean, that's also Trump's had a profound effect
Yeah.
globally. I mean, the fucking.
Oh, on politics?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
and the fact that I don't know if I said this last week, but people say fake news
Mm-hmm. Oh, all the time.
in other languages,
Yeah, dude.
except they say it in English.
The big
Like
fake news.
Cristiano Ronaldo got accused of rape, like hard.
Really?
And his immediate defense of it was like, she did say no, but I could tell she wanted it. And people were like, "Whoa, dude, you can't say that." And then he was like, "Oh, this is fake news." That he was like, "Nah, it's just fake news."
Whoa,
Yeah.
he said she said no, but he could tell she wanted it. Wow.
I think it was one of those Aziz scenarios
Yeah.
where she was like hanging in his apartment, like, "No."
Yeah. I mean,
And it's
that's
like, all right,
like,
you could leave. And she's like, "No." And he's like, "Yeah. Are we fucking?
yeah.
Are we fucking?"
He's
I'm,
like,
I'm Cristiano.
Ronaldo
dude.
is just like, "Look, I'm about to come in 30 seconds. Like, what's going on?
You got to get out of
You gotta
here.
get out of
Someone's
the way."
catching this seed. And then I was watching this documentary on Spain on like Barcelona's independence and shit, and they would like argue back and forth. You'd hear like fake news. Yeah, it's pretty great.
What?
Yeah, fake news is a
Yeah, dude, they're coming, man. It's like they're fueling the fire for right wing dictatorships.
I hope not, because that's dude. If we actually get hit with World War III and we actually have to worry about the apocalypse and our factions,
What,
now I'm
though?
afraid. Now my greatest fear in the apocalypse is your brother fucking me up.
But he's gonna come. He's
As
gonna,
soon as nukes start flying, I have a feeling Billy's gonna kick down my door and just beat the shit out.
he might. That might be the last thing he does on Earth. What if though it just is some weird thing where like all of the right wing dictators just fucking meet and gel, and they're like, "Oh, dude, you're fucking chill as hell. Oh, dude, you're fucking sick."
So you think the new world order and peace in the world is going to be a bunch of sick ass right wing dictators like Trump and Kim Jong chilling?
Kim Jong Un, Duarte from the Philippines.
This Brazilian baller, dude.
Yeah, they're like, "Dude, I just fucking killed so many
They're
drug
like,
dealers."
That's fucking sick,
He's like,
dude.
"I'm so tough on crime." They're just back and forth, dude. That'd be so funny.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully,
It won't work.
right wing dictators save the world. I got a feeling they won't.
I know. But yeah, that's been an ongoing thing.
Nice.
And then all these people, a lot of it too is like, it's the reason these guys, part of it, they can propel themselves to power so hard is because like the hard left is so fucking annoying that if you oppose them, people are just like, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
It's like what I was saying about
just like the top of a roller coaster. You're like, yes, 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 yes. You see the top, you're like, no, 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 no.
yeah, the whole way up, you're like, this is gonna be so sick. This is sick. We're still going. We're still going higher.
Holy fuck.
We're going high, huh? Oh, that's a straight drop. That is straight down. Fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That's what I was telling Claire when she like last night. She was like, "You actually like Donald Trump?" I was like, "No, stop! Don't do that." She was like, "I can't believe it," and like was mad. I was like, "I just hate the people who hate him.
Fair
People
enough.
who are like most open about hating Donald Trump tend to be fucking douchebags.
Yeah.
Douchebags."
They suck, dude. Well,
Yeah.
it's funny because then like I'll watch. I'm like, I'm gonna watch a Trump rally, dude. There's no way he. Can
I was
beat-
watching Trump rallies.
I've watched a couple of them.
They're hilarious.
They are funny. Then
He does the same thing. Watch a Trump
he
rally.
has like an act.
He has an act. He's been running
God,
an act.
that's so
I
funny.
watched. I was a little high, and I watched like 6 Trump rallies in a row. Same exact setup, but he within 5 or 6 minutes, at the 5 or 6 minute mark,
Mm-hmm.
he points to the media in the back and has everybody turn around and boo them.
What?
Usually within at the 5 or 6 minute mark.
So I like skip because there's always like a fucking half an hour of just like the flag, and it's like,
Yeah,
the fuck,
yeah,
come on,
music
yeah.
and-
So I'm like, come on, I'm skipping forward,
Yeah,
and then I skipped to when it was just like, we got to build the wall, we got to build, and then it's a chant like, build the wall, and I'm like,
dude,
all right,
that's where they get all of his most outrageous quotes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he made fun of Ford.
what did he say about Ford?
He was like, she doesn't know when it was, what the year was, what she was doing at the party.
Oh yeah,
What does
yeah.
she know? Like
Yeah,
all that, and
they
the
hit him
crowd's
at his-
laughing.
Yeah,
So he goes out and does these shows. He's a touring comedian. He runs
he
an
is.
hour every night in an arena. He's Kevin Hart, dude. He's a little Kev.
does he get paid for his talks, or is that
No,
just
I
all...
don't think he can.
I didn't think he could either.
I mean, he probably does.
I mean, he's probably gonna win again because of him. Did
I
anyone do these kind of like tours when they were president? I don't really remember this.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. I don't remember Obama. I mean, Trump from day one, he loves it.
Oh,
he loves
Jesus
running.
Christ.
He loves running his hour.
He does.
He's
dude.
working on a solid hour right now. I've seen it.
They got to give him a Netflix and just be like, all right, dude, let's see what the fuck you're talking about.
Hopefully Netflix comes up with enough money to buy him out of office and be like, dude, we're just gonna give you a series.
Yeah,
just kill it, dude. You
they
say
should
whatever
just let
the
him
fuck you
be
want.
like a Kardashian or something. That's not a bad life.
That's what he is.
Yeah, it's not a bad life. It's like, dude, can you stop doing it? Dude, because it's like, so I'll watch the people talk about him. I'm like, God, you guys are so fucking annoying. Then I'll watch him like, we got to talk about immigration. Then it's just 50,000 people like, build a wall. And I'm like, all right, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. Those rallies are fucking bad.
They're scary, dude.
And when he does the 5-minute mark where he's like, look at him in the back. That's them. They're liars. The whole arena turns around and boos the camera. It's like, damn, dude.
That's crazy.
And everyone's laughing the whole time. Like, it's a fun fucking, like,
yeah.
Trump walks out. He's like, here we are. We did it. No one can stop us. It's basically how we start the podcast every week. Like, damn,
basically, yeah.
We did it, dude. Everyone said we couldn't do it.
Can you believe you're here for another rally? Sold out.
Trump brought up the electoral. He brings up the electoral college every night.
What's his point with it?
Just like, look at it. We won. Here's the map. All red, baby. We did it.
Yeah. Apparently, PA, the governor, so whoever's trying to oppose Tom Wolf came out and said he's going to stomp his face with golf cleats.
Yeah,
But it was preceded with Tom Wolf trying to say, like, whatever this guy does for a living. I think he actually is a trash guy. He has a trash company.
Oh,
Tom Wolf.
Don't fuck with them, Tommy.
Yeah, dude. Tom Wolf came at his like trash business, basically being like, he doesn't do that, trying to say he was a deadbeat and doesn't pay things.
Damn.
This dude was like,
I'll fucking
I'll
kill you,
stomp
dude.
your fucking face
I'll
with golf
kill
cleats,
you,
dude. I don't know if you'll know about independent waste haulers, dude, but it's an industry
Yeah, I
associated
found out.
a lot of times with organized crime.
Yeah, I
so
found
it's
out,
like-
dude. Don't talk to them. Don't even try to say, let's not do this. Don't show any weakness to them. Don't
Yeah,
acknowledge
dude.
that they exist.
The trash men build themselves
Scott
up.
Wagner.
That's
Wagner.
the guy's name, Wagner.
I think it's Wagner. He's the guy who has signs all along the turnpike that are like Scott Wagner.
I'll
The
stomp your face with
greedy,
golf cleats.
the guy greedy politicians fear.
Damn,
Every time I see it, I'm like, dude, greedy politicians are so fearful.
Tom Wolf, dude, is a greedy politician.
Every greedy
So
politician
fearful.
fears Wagner.
I just saw Chappelle talking with some other guy on, I think it was NBC or CNN. It was Chappelle, an anchor, some black dude, I forget his name, and then some like politician. And they're asking Chappelle about like all the what Kanye's up to, all this stuff. And like when they asked Chappelle about Kanye, he just went and started walking on the stage like, I'm out of here, and he left. And then like he came out and was like, yeah, I fucking like him, man. It is what it is. And then but the politician would be like, keep jumping in on stuff and be like, people want to scapegoat people. This is just that. The party that really helps people when it comes down to is Democrats. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you're scapegoating people right now, dude. Shut up. Like,
Yeah.
I would just love for someone to be like on with a politician, but you're a fucking freak, dude. Like, just talk like a normal person.
Yeah.
Stop doing your weird act as a politician. What do you actually think?
Yeah.
Having like, I don't know what you're doing. It's like, you guys are fucking freaks.
I think we're
They're
going to get
shapeshifters.
Yeah, I think we're going to get to a point where this is me. I'm doing Joe Rogan right now.
Oracling?
Whoa. Where the cybernetic future.
I love your split brain. You're like, I got a good idea, and the other part comes around the back, and it's like, you're fucking gay,
Yeah,
dude.
dude, don't ever try to sound smart. You're fucking fat and gay. Every time, dude. You can listen to any one of these episodes. If I try to say something intellectual, I'm instantly
it was
like,
so funny.
fucking gay. I'm gay for this, but here's the thought. Same thing with movies, like the dialogue in movies, like when it's corny,
Yeah,
like when you're like, people don't talk like that.
yeah,
I think that's going away.
yeah.
And then I think like the same way it used to when they're like, "Ma, see, ma,"
Yeah.
like people are like, no one talks like this.
Yeah.
And then it's still like dialogue in movies is improving to the point where it's like this is a real conversation.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody has a witty response every fucking time.
Yeah.
Nobody's charming constantly. Like all
When you
that.
see cops go to like a crime scene, they're like, "Whoa, somebody was take a
Yeah,
burger." Like
yeah.
somebody was hungry.
Yeah, it's like no, dude. They show up and like, oh Jesus Christ.
There's a whole group of people who love that shit, man. Like,
yeah, idiots.
yeah.
But
they were a guy like every fucking dude in every movie is like at some point like a certain type of movie hits his walk-in closet and there's like 16 watches, 50 button-down shirts, and it's just a whole scene of this guy getting dressed and it's like,
yeah, it's the Rock.
that's real. Yeah, exactly,
It's
dude.
the fucking Rock.
Who are like, I have so many. Let's check out my wardrobe.
Look at all my cufflinks.
All I have are suits in my closet.
I love cufflinks and working out, and I disrupt. It's like you're in Jumanji, dude. You don't disrupt, you fucking loser. Fuck The Rock. All right, back to this point. So, like, I think that's changing. I think it's like news correspondence.
Mm-hmm.
Like local news, that fucking cadence they use, that's got to change.
Yeah, they got to keep it 100.
And I think politicians are going to have to change too.
Well, they're doing it because they saw Trump came out and it was just like, rather than being, well, he was just like, I pay you, fa da da da. Dude, they all were like, fuck. Because now I'm noticing all of them doing it and they're like, he's a jerk. They'll say like jerk off and they know it's like a political strategy now.
Yeah.
But even that will become a thing people do. Because that's becoming, I'm watching politicians now. They're like, oh, we can talk like this now. They're like, oh, it works really well. They're all doing it.
Yeah, when they fake it, you can tell. Like when someone fake swears.
Rubio will try to do it.
When someone tries to swear, like I'll never forget Kellen Winslow. He played tight end. He was at Miami.
Yeah.
This is while he was still at Miami. He like leveled some dude from Tennessee.
Yeah.
And they're like, a reporter was like, it looked like you tried to hurt him. And he was like, hell yeah, I tried to hurt him. I'm a fucking soldier. And it just came out like, dude, why'd you try to swear?
Well, that's like me if I were to try to be like, what's up, dog? People be like, yeah, we can tell by, like, you got to master those minute, like, tongue muscles to, like, not sound like you're just kind of putting on an act. When people curse who don't usually curse and they try to be cool with it, it's like, they always hesitate for a second, too. Like, he's just a fucking asshole. And you're like,
But yeah, I think that'll change. I think hopefully we can get past all the BS, man, and just really cut down to people being honest.
Unless we come into like just a ton of right wing dictators, dude.
Right wing dictators.
China's a left.
Keep it 100.
China's a left wing. They're full communism, right?
Yeah, that's what happens when the left goes wild.
Yeah,
the Chinese will get you, and they'll be like, "All right, we're gonna ban Muslims."
Yeah,
except they really do it.
They're Chinese banning Muslims.
The Chinese are issuing some real strict laws on the Muzzies, dude.
Are they really?
Yeah.
They have Chinese Muslims?
Yeah, I think China might border Pakistan.
I can see some Muzz overflow in there.
Yeah, I think.
That's red pill, blue pill. If you're like a Pakistani Muslim that needs to get out, it's like, do I go the way of Chinese or do I go the way of America?
Come to fucking USA, dude.
Yeah, we'll at least have people to like pretend to stick up for you.
Dude.
Yeah,
you can just turn into a wigger and be like, yo, dog. I was like, yo, dad, what the fuck are they fucking challenging us for, dog?
I was just thinking about that, how he was like, and then people, that was like such a contrived thing of like, and then I'm a diverse and I have adversity and everyone got mad at me after people blew up the World Trade Center and they blame me for being a terrorist. It's like,
and then I was also the prom king.
Yeah.
Or the homecoming king?
Yeah.
I was bullied, but I was also the homecoming king?
Yeah.
It's like, nah, dude, you were the man in a rich school with a rich daddy.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
Who
up.
might have smacked you once as a kid. That kills me, dude. I never forget that.
What? He's like, brown parents?
Brown parents? I looked it up instantly. I'm like, yeah, your dad was a chemist, dude.
Yeah.
Didn't hurt.
Yeah.
His soft fucking gloved hands all day.
Hands.
He was probably in one of those things where you put your arms in and like a fucking weird alien pulls your arm off, dude.
Yeah, the dictators are coming, dude. It's gonna be sick.
They're coming, dude. I saw Drake cashing in on the leaving Kanye movement.
No, really? Oh yeah.
Did you see what he came out and said?
Yeah, he was talking some shit.
Did I not predict that? Remember, I saw that we saw that triple cross or double cross, and I was like, dude, Kanye's doing this to his leaks his. I was like, Kanye's probably the guy who leaked that to Pusha T. I said something similar to that on a couple episodes ago. I was like, dude, if that's how he found out, I watched that. That was such a. Did you watch that interview?
With LeBron?
It's LeBron, Kanye, and whoever else that other dude is.
I love LeBron. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
But he's about as corny and fake as it gets, too. When he's like trying to be.
Yeah.
It's like, dude. So him and Drake sitting down and talking at the barbershop.
Was that the barbershop?
Yeah, I think on HBO they sit in barber chairs and talk. And it's like, dude, can we just get.
Well, then it's like,
It's just for white people to come.
The Twitter comments, and it's just like you'll see black dudes like, that's the noise every black grandma makes when she knows you're in her business. It's just like, you guys shut up.
What?
It's just bullshit, dude.
What do you mean, would you guys shut up?
It's just the same
wait,
thing.
Hold on. Let me stop you, Matt.
What?
What do you mean by would you guys shut up?
It's just these are black people who just want to like keep the black experience one certain thing, and it's like, dude,
Matt.
These are black people who aren't for black diversity, dude, and I'm not for that.
There you go. You got out of that.
You know what I'm
nice.
saying? Hey,
nice.
what is what it is.
It is what it is, baby.
Every grandma knows. It's like, dude, shut up, dude.
Yeah.
It's just hacky black comedy. There's hacky white comedy when the guys do that shit. Actually, hacky white comedy and hacky black comedy intersects pretty hard.
Yeah.
There's guys who are like, so my wife's Mexican? I saw the one dude the one time, and he was like, so you know we're drinking Coronas? And I was just like, all right, dude,
Yeah,
shut
all
up.
right,
you
chill,
fucking
bro.
bitch." He's like, those motherfuckers can party all night. You know, they have those fiesta, and it's just like, all right, man, Jesus Christ. These are the guys I would bomb at these shows, and then the headliner would come out and do this and just crush, and I'd be like, well, all right, fuck this.
I got triggered today.
You got triggered?
On Instagram. I got triggered hard,
What?
dude. I got on, and it wasn't The Rock this time that triggered me.
Who was it?
It was just like a meme that was like, there's a ongoing joke that white people don't have culture that has become like ingrained.
Yeah.
In like, that's a fact. Like that white people don't have culture.
Okay.
Which is lame as fuck for that to annoy me, but it
Yeah,
annoys me.
it's
I'm
so
like,
funny.
well, all right, yeah. Our culture is everything.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I read that a joke about white people not having culture, and then I looked at this black chick's Instagram story that was like, white people need to fucking chill. It was like a pumpkin spice fucking thing. Mm-hmm. It was just like, all right,
That's our watermelon. Yeah. I'll take it.
yeah.
I'll take it.
But then I don't know. It's just, it's funny to hear people constantly be like, white people don't have culture.
Well,
I was like, what do you mean by that? It's like, what, we're not good at dancing? Yeah, we're probably number 2 though.
yeah,
Racially, when it comes to dancing.
That's true. A lot of the people who like a lot of those like Indian dances are not very good. They'll
No.
dance. They'll throw down.
Dude, we got Justin Timberlake. Fuck
That's
him.
true.
Great dancer.
True.
Got fucking Biebs. Biebs out
Is
there.
Biebs a good dancer?
Yeah, he's a dancer.
Shit.
He got some good white
Well,
honky
it's-
dancers.
Dude,
Got
when
that
people-
dude that tap danced up and down the steps a long time ago.
Talking Fred Astaire? Dude, well, that's
Got
what
some
cracks
great white dancers.
when people when
Michael Jackson towards the end.
we had him towards the end.
Yeah.
When people say that Trump emblazons white supremacists, it's like, yeah, but it also his presidency emblazons like the inverse of that. People are like,
Yeah.
fuck white men. It's like people weren't saying that shit before his
Yeah.
presidency either.
And then it gets me going.
Yeah, well,
I'm just a fucking racist daddy who was chilling.
and then you
And then
go,
when I get on Instagram and someone's like, fuck white people, I'm like, you know what? We're the best. Do you like cars? Do you like electricity? Well, guess what? We did it.
well, there's a lady who I don't know if you saw her thing where she was going on in like Brooklyn to like these were just like European tourists. She's like, "This is our fucking neighborhood. Da, 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 da. Get the fuck out!" And these people are just sitting there like, this place has been gentrified forever.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, this lady was like, "What the fuck did white people invent? Give me one thing." The Twitter comments were so funny. They're just like Twitter. Da, 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 da,
Yeah,
da, da.
this.
Yeah.
Everything you're
Which
on
is so
right now.
fucking annoying then, because then the flip side of people are like, white people invented everything. It's just like, dude,
What did you invent?
What did you exactly?
Yeah,
It's like,
it's
what
like-
did you invent
yeah.
and what did you invent? Nothing. Go on. I invented something sick the other day.
You actually invent.
I do, but
You're
dude, this is
fucking-
why I like Kanye's idea of ideation centers is tight, where you just put engineers in these buildings and like anyone can just go in and just be like, dude, here's my idea, and they'll be like, yay, nay, and we'll put it. Because most people don't
Be
know.
like, yay.
Yeah, yay,
Yay
dude.
or nay,
Yay,
dude.
There's no, you can't use negative.
You gotta
things.
use Yeezy or Neezy.
No, you can't say. And Kanye doesn't use negative language at all.
Wow.
So like when I'm at, so, all right, so did we go to the gym today?
Yeezy.
No, you got to say we will. You can't say no. You said we will go to the gym.
No, fuck going to the gym, dude.
Well,
What if the gym is negative? The gym's negative, dude. Fuck the
that's
gym.
your case. Easy would be like, all right, dude.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I love not going to the gym.
Here's-
all I have is love in my heart.
I mean, that's all you need.
And I have
dude.
a very diseased, bad heart.
You have a diseased heart.
I got fucked up. Yeah, dude, from saying no to the gym.
That's
Got a
true.
fat heart.
Well, you can have a diseased heart from doing too much gym, drinking too much Jack 3D.
True.
Dude, here's my idea though. I want to put little lights in the ceiling, like figure. And this is where I don't know how the
Lights in the ceiling?
the
All
engineer.
right.
No, check this out. So they're right on the corner where the ceiling meets the wall, and I don't know how to engineer so the light distributes properly. But you could just come in and hit a switch and then change the color of your room. Boom. Or Halloween time, so you'd upload like colors or images, and then
Oh,
these
you mean
things
the
would,
wall, like the wallpaper?
Yeah, it'll be like a projector.
It'll
be
change the paint of the wall.
Yes, you'd have like a white wall, and then you hit it, and then like boom, you have a perfectly green room. Flip the dial, boom, your room's purple. Upload a creepy Halloween image. You could have spooky spiders.
You could have a
crawling on the
spooky
wall.
room?
Yeah, you
I
could
don't know if people want
Pretty tight.
spooky rooms.
for Halloween.
Even if it's Halloween.
Or you could
dude.
just put like a beautiful fresco on your wall. Just uploads a thing. It projects onto your wall. Pretty tight. It's a pretty stick idea. I think it's pretty tight.
Yeah, I think that's easily done. Just
Is it?
no one does it.
Why? You could paint. You could change the whole color if you did it properly with the lights. You could change the whole color of a room in an instant. Pretty tight.
All right.
I think it's a good
I
idea.
fuck with it.
I think it's a good
What do
idea.
you want to call it? If you had to think of a name for it, what would it be?
BK lights, dude.
Why?
My thing would be
Why BK?
like the British. You know those the light up sneakers.
Oh,
You could walk.
shit.
You would walk, and you had shoes that lit up, and your walls would light with your shoes as you were walking. That'd
Damn.
be tight, dude.
All right.
That'd be tight.
I'm on board.
Yeah. Yeah.
We did it.
We did it. That's just one of the many.
You know what I
fucking
vote
inventions.
on that idea?
What?
Yeezy.
Yeezy.
I vote fucking Yeezy on that.
So you had a babe over, dude. You fucking hit a nice color for him.
What color would you hit for a bay?
Pink, dude. No, I'd
pink
do
the room
red.
up?
I'd red light everything. You
Kill a
know,
cam?
You know what it is, dude. Yeah,
Oh,
I'd Laffy
You got
Taffy
fucking
everything.
Laffy Taffy it out.
I'd Laffy Taffy it up.
Fuck yeah. All right.
But yeah, man, I am stoked that. Sorry, I'm jumping back to the Kanye Drake thing. It's like, dude, if the two scenarios, if Kanye did, you know what the whole thing was, that like he invited him to record,
Yeah.
And
In
then, like,
Wyoming.
and Drake for some reason opened up to him, even though he's had beef with Pusha T and
Yeah.
made fun of Kid Cudi's depression, and for some reason was like, let me tell you about my secret son, Kanye, and like opened up to Kanye, and then Kanye was like, he gave him that beat for Lift Yourself or whatever, and that was when he did the Scoopity Poop. So in this story, Kanye lured Drake to Wyoming, and was like, I got a beat for you. Gave him one, and then put it out with him saying "Scoopity Poop" all over it, and then told Pusha T all of Drake's personal secrets, and then they trashed him on a diss record. That's Drake's version. It also could be he got trashed on a diss record and then was waiting. He's like, "Oh, everyone's mad at Kanye now. Oh, sick!" And someone was like, "Yo, just say this," and he was
Yeah.
like, I hate when he's talking. He's like, and then so we go to the studio. My man's right there. Do you see when he's doing that? He does his hands like, so we fly down there. I'm like, all right, cool. And then we go down, and I'm like, where, dude? It's just
Damn.
like
I fucking love Drake.
he's such a lamest, dude.
He is. I like
He's-
Drake though.
His music's great.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with
Yeah,
anyone's
yeah.
music. But when they get on and we're in the barbershop, and
I
they're
can't
just like,
watch that. That'll bother me so much.
You didn't see it?
I saw clips, but I
It's
can't watch the
so
whole thing.
Fucking lame.
It's got to be one of the corniest things.
So, but it's funny too because our like rap is like the only real music that kind of influences our culture anymore. Like it used to be like rock. Now like rock was like the shit in the 70s, and like, dude, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, what's Nickelback doing, dude? Nobody cares.
Nickelback, they're fucking killing.
They're sick as fuck, dude. But like, nobody gives
They've
a fuck.
opened for Trump at his rallies.
Nickelback. Did they really?
No, but that'd be a sick concert.
Nickelback might not. They're Canadian.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're a couple of peace-loving, Indian-hating Canadians, dude.
What?
They got a serious problem with fucking hating Indians in Canada.
That's because the Indians will fucking raid your camp and steal your fucking snowmobiles.
They will. But it's like, they got a serious fucking problem.
Yeah, man.
If I had a Canadian farm, I would let Native Americans ride my snowmobiles, dude.
You'd let them ride?
Dude, they would take me in so fast.
You think you would become one?
Yeah, for sure.
If you were a Native American, what do you think your name would be? If you had to...
Little Dick.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I was just watching Hostels. I showed you it.
I know.
I showed you the beginning
Dude,
of
that's
Hostels.
fucking awesome. I gotta see that.
Watch Hostels. It's on
will.
Netflix. It's fucking...
I will, dude.
You want to see some racist daddies. Those are some racist daddies.
I wonder if that makes more sense though, because if that's like your experience with people who look different than you, you're just like, what are these guys? Oh shit!
Yeah.
And then like you pass your kid off as you die, and they're like, they have a kid, and they're like, look, dude, there's these fucking people out there.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
Well, that's the thing. It's like both sides committed crazy atrocities back and forth,
Yeah.
and it resulted in just a
Bad blood, dude. There's a
real
lot of
bad blood.
There's still today a very palpable residue from slavery. Like if you don't believe me, dude, if you're sitting around with a lot of black people, be like, what about slavery? Everyone's blood pressure changes, and you're like, oh god.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like,
Well, if you're sitting around with black people and you're just like,
I'm saying if
hey
you even-
guys,
if you
hey,
even-
what are we having fun right
I'm
now?
saying,
How about
like,
slavery?
when you pass a black dude on the street and you guys look at each other,
Just sneeze and say slavery.
no, don't even say that.
If you walk past a black dude, be like, slavery.
no.
That's what you're
That's
advocating.
not what I'm advocating. I'm just saying, even if you don't say that, from slavery, there's still like you walk past a guy and you guys are both thinking things in context,
Yeah, of
somewhat
course.
related to that.
Yeah.
Like you're like wondering how much of the sidewalk you're taking up. You're like,
Yeah,
am I just like
I
I
hope
walk
this-
I'm walking my dogs. They're spread out kind of far. I'm like, oh, fucking bring my dogs in. I can't fucking colonize this fucking sidewalk right now.
You
And
can't
you're like,
colonize.
can't-
You
yeah,
can't
can't
have the
colonize.
dogs attacked.
This guy's
too.
like, these white motherfuckers why all these white people have dogs. Every white in my neighborhood too now, like every single white person has like dogs. So I'm walking dogs. I'm like, God damn,
That's white culture.
loving dogs.
Loving
is
dogs.
guilty.
Sick culture.
Guilty, dude.
That's a great culture.
True.
Dags.
Well, you as white people too, you can't like get super stoked on your. Well, it's not. That's tough because it's really.
Wait,
like,
what are you trying to say?
You can't get super stoked on like white culture. You have to tie
No.
into like. Well, yeah, you
No,
can't be
you
like,
can't get it because I'm
I mean, you
in
can.
trouble for saying this.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. I mean, you could. Go next year. The turnout was a little light in Washington for people who are super stoked on white culture. But
Yeah, but we'll get it back.
next year you can fucking show up.
Yeah.
But you can get into your like European, be like, even that dude is like, your family's been in America for 4 years. You're not fucking Irish, dude.
Yeah.
Irish people don't think you're Irish. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Just stop. It's over.
Yeah.
So
I used to when I was a young man.
I
I
thought
used
it
to
was
be all
tight.
about Irish culture.
yeah, dude, I thought it was
Like, dude,
tight.
fucking Boondock Saints.
I hated Boondock Saints.
You were right. You were right. To
I
hate
fucking
Boondock
someone
Saints.
showed me this movie.
When did they show it to you?
I was in high school, dude.
And you hated it then?
I drank 12
Wow.
Moosehead lagers that night. I was watching it through like one eye, and I was like, "This movie fucking sucks." I
Good
heard
for
about
you.
it so much.
That
They
movie sucked.
took a turn that I didn't. I thought like, did they punish those guys in that movie, or like were they were bad guys kind of?
I don't know what the fuck happened.
I hated it.
They were like they were like two badass brothers that took on the mob or some shit like
Think
that.
about the dudes who write those movies too, and it's just like,
Fucking dildo.
Jesus Christ. I told you I was watching The Covenant, dude, with my girlfriend.
What's going on there?
It's the worst. It's the fucking
I might
worst.
top you on worst movie, but go ahead.
You're not going to top me on The Covenant, dude. The Covenant might be... So we were watching Naruto. I'm like, can we please watch more Naruto? She was like, I want to watch The Covenant.
Damn, you had your bae watching Naruto with you?
She loves Naruto, dude.
You know why she loves Naruto?
Why? Tell me.
African Americans love anime.
I know.
That's part of their culture now.
That-
they
dude, it is.
appropriated the shit out of anime.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Love. A lot of black chicks, black dudes love fucking Naruto and anime.
SpongeBob and fucking anime.
SpongeBob is fucking great.
Love it.
This is where we agree, because I used to watch Pokemon all the time. I always loved Japanimation. But I always would try to watch certain ones. But I don't-
Really?
Love it, dude.
I always thought it sucked.
Manga, dude. I love that stuff. Manga. From the time I was a young boy, I came down. She was watching Naruto. I was like, "What is this?" And I sat in on like the 4th episode.
Who
and
was
I just,
watching
like,
it?
Instantly hooked. My babe. She's watching Naruto.
Oh, so
So
this
I
is
put-
recently.
Yeah, I just got into this. I put in my head, dude. This is like
She was just sitting down watching Naruto.
watching Naruto in the morning.
That's fucking crazy to me.
It's awesome, dude. I came down. I was like, finally, a show we can finally agree on, because all the other shit.
Wow,
fucking sucks.
yeah. Bae's picking TV shows is an absolute nightmare.
Dude, watch The Covenant, dude. It's so fucking.
Is it on Netflix?
Shitty. Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I don't know if we watched it online. I'm sure there's the access to The Covenant is not restricted. Dude.
All right,
You
all right.
can watch
I'll
The
be able to
Covenant.
find
You'll
it,
find
yeah.
it, dude. It is so fucking bad.
What is it about?
It's about there's these like 5 families. It's supposed to like play off the witch trials, and that like 5 families survived the witch trials, and they're like the richest families in Boston, but they're secretly like still witches.
Still Vitches?
Still witches, dude, and like they're at this like elite private school. And it's
They're
like
at the Vitch school?
it's like this. Yeah, well, no. It's just like Sweet Valley High of like normies, no bitches.
Okay.
But then there are these 5 dudes who are so fucking hot, dude.
Are they
and
powerful?
They're so powerful, dude.
How powerful?
Like
What type of spells will they cast?
their eyes get like real dark, and then they'll be like, "We can't use our magic," and the guy will be like, "Why don't we just use it?" And then they'll be like, "We can't," and they'll like push each other and
Do
stuff.
they fight? Is there like a good Vitch and a bad Vitch?
Yeah, of course, dude. There's
And
like
the
there's
bad
like a
bitch,
super
yeah.
hot guy who's like real nice to women, and there's another guy who tries to use his witch powers to like get pussy. And like, dude, he's such a fucking asshole, dude.
You
The
sick of
good
him?
guy's like, you can't use. I'm so sick of him, dude.
Did he use his Vitch powers to make women fall in love with him? So
No,
he would Vitch roofie them?
he'll try. No, he doesn't. He doesn't Vitch Cosby them, dude. He fucking.
Vitch Cosby.
He'll just try to like pull tricks and like do stuff.
Damn.
Like he'll like do like a trick shot at pool and like it's clearly witch power.
I
dude.
almost roofied baby girl on Friday.
With what? A bottle
With
of vodka?
booze, just kept giving her rosé. I was like, hopefully she passes out so I can play NCAA.
Oh.
Yeah, the old reverse. I roofie girls
You
to
did
not
reverse
have sex
roofie.
with them. I roofie them so that I don't have to entertain them.
That's a sick reverse roofie,
Which I
dude.
guess is why you roofie people in the end.
So you don't have to entertain them.
No, there's no entertainment. That's what roofies are designed for. It's like, all right, don't pretend to be anything.
True,
Just
but
take what you want.
There's also but there's also dudes who probably love, or there's a whole other thing that's like, you're saying that as a cishet male with access to sex.
True.
There's a whole other aspect for people who don't have access to sex. Who'll be like, well, there's another level to that where you can actually have sex.
I fuck with that too. Just being like, I could go to the gym and try to improve myself, or this bottle of pills right here. I just kidnap a lady.
I could just, yeah. I was listening to 21 Savage today, dude. He like talks about dropping Xannies in girls' drinks. He's bad business, dude.
He's naughty B, dude.
Drop a Xanny in her drink. Oh, bad business. It's like rape. Yeah, sure. That's
You're raping. You're 21 rapist.
Raping an unconscious.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, I'm just bad business, dude.
Are you bad business?
Oh, I don't always want to hear him drop a Xanny. If I was drinking something and I was like, and I hit something, I'm like, did someone drop a Xanny bar in my? Xannies don't dissolve in like alcohol.
Oh, they don't?
I don't think so. Not that quickly. It's not like an Alka-Seltzer. It doesn't like fizz. It's like I remember people used to talk about drinking Wu-Tang 40s back in high school, where you drop a Xanny bar in a 40 and fucking drink the whole thing.
Oh my god!
I don't know anyone who did it, but it was just like a hot thing people would talk about. It was like if you drank a Wu-Tang 40 and smoked a personal nug blunt, that was like as intoxicated as you could get in high school.
That's sick though.
Personal nug blunts I fucked with.
Wasn't Wu-Tanging a blunt like inhaling the blunt at the end of it? Like you suck the whole thing in?
Wu-Tang had a lot of sick fucking... they had a lot of sick like mythology around like how to do drugs around the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
But we used to smoke, I guess it wouldn't have been a Wu-Tang blunt. We used to smoke blunts in high school laced with cocaine. Yeah,
what?
bro. Yeah.
Dude, there's bad business.
I was bad business, dude. There was people who would put a bunch of cocaine and weed in my high school, and you'd smoke it and be like, God damn, I got that turbo, bro. And you have to go to rugby practice. You're like, I'm booked up. Dude.
Damn, you would go rugby practice on coke and weed?
When I was a youngster.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I smoked coke when I was young, dude. It's no big deal.
So you did crack.
Nah. You got to put like so much. You have to. The way people really do it is you take a cigarette and you empty a little bit. It's called packing a coolie, and you took like an inch of it out, and you just put like a 20 bag of coke, press down, and you fucking smoke a 20 bag, then smoke the rest of your cig.
Damn, dude, you're gonna kill me in the apocalypse.
Oh, no,
so much sick drug knowledge.
Dude, you gotta smoke a coolie. I'm surprised how many people still do PCP. That's a drug.
That's shocking.
That's
yeah,
a drug.
I
didn't realize that comes up a lot.
What, people are still ripping PCP?
In the hood, dude. People smoke fucking dippers and shit. Like, they wet cigarettes and everything. PCP comes up a lot.
Party time in the hood, dude.
I didn't know people were still smoking PCP like that, dude. That's terrifying.
They getting rowdy?
Yeah.
What do they do?
You jump out fucking windows and shit and, like, run down naked and fight cops. When you see a video of a dude fucking up a bunch of cops.
Walking through a taser.
I didn't know. I thought people got to walk away from the PCP, dude.
Yeah. You got to lay that down.
Jesus Christ.
That's sick, though.
I mean, it's sick that people are still smoking
if I was in the hood, I'd be fucking ripping PCP.
You think so, dude?
I'd get naked right now and fight you.
Dude.
I'd take PCP.
Dude.
Yeah,
I'm laughing about you smoking a vape pen and then laying in bed like you would literally though you skip all that and you're like, I'm not gonna die. I'm a fucking god, and you're just walking around. You're like, why is the world disappearing around me? You're like, I gotta fucking fight. Why are these cops holding me down? You're like, I gotta get out of here. I accidentally smoked PCP multiple times or laced weed laced with something.
Really?
In Texas, yeah, my whole rugby team. We bought weed. Did I ever tell you about this? We bought weed from a waitress at like Langhorne.
No, all you told me was that you guys got off the plane in cowboy hats.
So we got off the plane.
I have hated you guys ever since.
So we had to play. It was in I think Fort Worth in Texas.
Damn, what's Texas rugby? Were they good?
It was nationals. No big deal. It was just teams from all over the country.
Yeah, it was teams. It was kids who couldn't play football from all over the country.
Yeah, it was the elite. It was the elite subclass of athletes. Yeah. It was the elite class of athletes who like smoked weed before their sporting practice.
So at this point,
it was like the best frisbee golfers in the world who played rugby.
At this point, it was pretty much like kids who could have made the team.
Yeah,
all
but like
in one
it was
spot.
all kids who like had. Remember how you had to sign that thing for football saying like you wouldn't do drugs? Everyone who fucking crumpled that and was like, "Fuck that, coach." Yeah. We all played rugby.
Hell yeah.
And I also didn't get a lot of fucking field time freshman football. So
I was gonna say, I think that's the real qualifier for rugby.
I was like 160-pound DN.
It's like, did your coach hate you?
Yeah,
come play rugby.
Yeah, I mean, I was sick at gym class wrestling, but yeah, so we played.
Good at wrestling is I'm not saying you can't be a good wrestler,
but I couldn't. Again, people like join the team. I was like, nah, I'm still playing rugby. It's like we can smoke weed before practice and fuck around. It's really fun. But
Yeah, that's
so we
awesome.
went to most of my team. We showed up in cut sleeve flannels and cowboy hats. So we got off the plane. It was just a bunch of 17-year-olds just walking around like, "Oh, what do you do?"
Oh, it's so funny.
And everyone was dressed normal.
Yeah, you got off in an airport, so everyone was clearly normal people.
I know. So we got off like, "What's up, y'all?" And everyone was just sitting there, just like, "What the fuck?" We're like, "Yeah."
Oh my god, dude! If
Running through the airport.
there was definitely a me that was hungover, sitting there waiting for a flight. You dickheads got off. He was just like, "Fucking."
God damn
I
it.
wish that plane crashed. Oh,
So we
man.
got off. We played. We had like a day or two of tournaments. I think so. We lost in like the semifinals or whatever it was. So we had to play the next day after that for like whether we were in third or fourth place, and we were just like whatever, who gives a fuck.
Yeah,
So we had the fucking dedicated sportsmen.
I was gonna say there probably wasn't. Yeah,
like whatever. So then that night we went out to Langhorne. We went out to like some steakhouse, whatever the fuck it was called, to
Longhorn.
celebrate Longhorn.
sounds like Langhorne Steakhouse, dude.
So we went out to like some sort of place like that, and there was these fucking. We had a beautiful waitress, dude. The women in Texas are fucking gorgeous,
Nice.
gorgeous. So like we're out
Yeah.
there, just fucking big, fucking just a beautiful big titted blonde dude waitress.
Wow.
So we're down there, we're having a good old time, and I think me or someone else we convinced we were started telling the waitresses. It was like our coach was like in the other booth. I'm like, we need to buy some weed. Where can we get it around here? And this chick's like, oh, like here's my number. Pick me up after, or like I'll meet you at the hotel.
Yeah.
I forget how this happened, but So after we got back to the hotel, me and my boy Schiavis, dude, we went out.
Wait, Schiavis was on the rugby team?
Yeah,
with you?
Schiavis on the rugby
Oh,
team.
you guys only had elite athletes.
Exactly, dude.
You and Schiavi were in nationals?
Yeah, dude.
That is perfect for my theory.
So we So we went,
Dude,
dude.
Schiavi was the captain, dude?
No,
Schiavi
I was the
ripped.
fucking captain,
Oh, you
dude.
were
I was the captain, dude. So I was captain senior year. I wasn't captain yet.
Yeah.
So this chick picks us up and just drives us to God fucking knows where, King of the Hill country. And she's like, all right, it was the ounce of weed was $60.
Yeah.
So it was, so we're like, all right, we put,
King of the Hill country.
literally, it looked like King of the Hill around me.
Yeah.
We had no idea where we were. These chicks were driving us. So I put $60 in a mailbox, spin the block, come back. Lo and behold, there's a fucking ounce of weed. So I'm like, sick. We smell it. I'm like, dude, it smelled like cleaner, like some sort of cleaning product. I'm like, weird.
Fuck it.
And I'm like, exactly. So we're like, whatever, we have an ounce of weed. This is going to be sick. Let's go back and smoke it. So me and like, I think I've talked about this before, but it was like my whole team. There was like probably 16 fucking kids, 17-year-olds. So we all sat in the parking lot with an ounce of weed and people rolling up joints. People were eating it and shit. Fucking like, fuck yeah. Like people were eating the weed. Like,
Yeah.
so we like smoked literally like an ounce of weed between all of us, just rolling joints back to back, smoking as we couldn't get like smoking as much weed as humanly possible. You know when you were in high school and you like smoked weed till like you passed out basically?
Yeah.
So we're fucking smoking. Finally, we're like, all right, let's go back inside. Let's get those chicks to come hang out with us. So or like they were supposed to. It was already
Also,
set in
no,
motion.
by the way.
What?
I didn't smoke weed until I passed out. Man.
In high school, I used to sit in a.
I
would like.
used to drink natural light until I passed out.
I used to do
baby.
both, dude. I used to when I was in high school.
Nah.
When I was in, the
Nah.
first time I drank, I literally fell down in my driveway and passed out. But I remember, like when I was younger too, like I would make sure all the windows were up in the, like it had to be a hot box. I had to hold my head in as long as possible.
All right, yes, I do remember it. Like,
So
yeah.
we fucking smoke all this weed, and then I'm walking up the stairs back into the hotel, and I was literally fucking floating up the stairs, and I was like, oh my god, this is not weed we just smoked. And then we were in the room. I was breathing a blue flame out of my mouth, and like there was 8 people being like, ah, like I was breathing it. So we're like people were throwing ice at me and shit, and I was running around this room. It was like, ah, it was like Godzillaing a blue flame out of my mouth. And then like I opened the door to get out of the room. There was like the rest of my rugby team was like running around like army men having like an imaginary war. It was fucking crazy, dude.
Wow.
So then these chicks come over, the waitress and her friend, slamming fucking hot, and this other guy, I'll never fucking forgive him. Such a fucking dork. We're all talking, and the chick was saying in pig Latin that she was trying to buck me. So I'm like, this
She was
guy,
trying to get a hold of the captain.
She's trying to get a hold of the captain. Of
She
the
saw
team,
the
dude.
captain.
Trying to hit the captain, dude. So then so
She was
this
saying to
guy,
you in
I'm like,
pig
what?
Latin?
You're saying like I'm horny, but like my more and something.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm fucking like dusted out of my
X-nay
mind.
on the cum nay.
I was going to my friend, like, or this dude, not my fucking friend, obviously. I'm like, Jake, what the fuck is she saying? And he was like, I'm not telling you. I'm not saying. It's like, fucking loser. So then I'm like, all right, dude. So I'm like, I'm with these 2 girls. And I'm like, one of them gave me a Listerine breast strip. She was like, "Do you want one of these?" I was like, "What is that?" And I put it in my mouth, and I was like, "Are you guys giving me drugs?" And I freaked out, thinking they were like feeding me acid unknowingly. And I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you guys?" I started freaking out at them. And then my rugby coach came out and was like, "Matt, what the fuck are you doing out in the hallway?" And I was like, "Huh?" He was like, "Go to fucking bed." I was like, oh no. I was still trying to like bring them back to my room, but I didn't know where I was. I was in like a labyrinth of hotel rooms. I was like,
Oh my
oh
God.
no. He's like, get the fuck out. You guys go home. You go to bed. Dude, so
Was your rugby coach chill?
he was we called a hooker to his room at one point. We all
probably
we
fucked
watched out the balcony and she came up and we saw him like, oh, just go the fuck away. It was so funny. But, so he's already fucking hot.
You guys are the bad news bears.
Because we called a
dude.
hooker to his room.
Yeah, you guys are the bad news bears, dude. Just doing PCP and hookers. You guys are like the 90s Dallas Cowboys, dude. This is crazy.
So then, like, since I had been breathing a flame the whole time, the one kid who ate the most weed just laid in bed the whole time and was like, they was freaking out, but they were throwing ice at me, so he slept in a bed of ice all night long.
He's like, I'm cold.
So the next morning, we wake up to battle for third and fourth place.
How'd that go?
I forget. I don't even know if we won. But the kid who had been all morning, we're all laughing like, dude, that was fucking crazy last night. I was so fucked up. He was just like, I don't feel well, dude. I don't fucking know what happened. I don't feel right. Blah 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 blah. So we're playing. I don't like I said. I don't even know if we won or lost. But at one point, this kid didn't say a word all day to any of us. During the game, he came out of nowhere and hit some. It might have been the hardest hit I've ever seen in my life.
He hit someone?
Yeah, he fucking PCP'd leveled someone, dude. And we were all just like, the whole game stopped. We are like, holy fuck. And then he like slowly came to after that, but he just needed to level someone.
That's sick. You guys took PCP and played rugby.
Well, the next day, it was worn
Yeah.
off. But yeah, he fucking hit someone hard. I remember just sitting there just being like, holy fuck. We were all like the next day just running around like,
That's good performance enhancing drugs.
yeah, dude, that was
For a rugby
definitely
team?
yeah, that was.
Kid nuts.
But yeah, dude, we all got dusted in Texas from a young age, and it was like. And then one other time I smoked weed, and I was like, well, I know what this is, and I was like,
You could feel it.
Yeah, it's a horrible feeling.
Damn. And that's such a mind fuck because, I mean, you smoke enough weed, you would be able to tell.
Oh yeah.
Like if I smoked it and it was laced with something, I would be convinced it was just me freaking out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, and luckily though, it happened to me when I was like 17. I had no concept of like getting in trouble or something bad happening to me. But the second time, I was like, "This isn't right," and I was like, "Fuck." And then I was just like, "Whoa, the McDonald's sign looks sick," and I was like, "Never mind, this is awesome." But yeah, dude, now I don't really smoke much weed anymore, really at
You
all.
smoked weed and it turned you into a moth.
What?
You were just look at the
literally, I was
lights.
just like,
You were like trying to get to a street light.
Yeah. But no, ever since I started microdosing, I don't really smoke much weed. I don't like weed really that much compared
You still
to...
microdosing? I thought
Yeah.
you stopped.
I did. I got back on the horse.
You're back. The
A horse
cycle's
bucked
back.
me. A horse bucked me off. Those supplements I was taking increases potency of weed, but I don't know that it increased the potency as much as it just makes weed.
Are you
like,
microdosing right now?
No.
Yeah.
2 days ago was my microdose day.
Nice.
Tomorrow is my next day.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
That'll be
shit.
sick. Dude, I'm telling you, it's
Yeah,
like
Matt's going to appear on A Fair One on
I'm taking the
Compound
trek up there,
Media.
dude. That'd be tight.
Yeah, that'll be fun, man.
That'll be a blast.
I'm excited to get in there with you.
I know. I can't wait.
Wait till you see the studio. It's sick.
That's what I'm excited
It's
for.
really fun.
That'll be a blast.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's dude, for some reason weed started hitting me where it was just like completely disorienting. It was like I'd feel it and be like, oh god, man, this is a horrible feel. And then I'll just be confused for like 3 hours, like, fuck, god damn it.
Yeah,
The only thing I have is the clock. I'm like, all right, I know this will go away in 4 hours, so I'm like, just
nice.
relax.
That's a nice thing to think of.
Yeah, I just chill.
I got high 2 nights ago
Mm-hmm.
on the way back from Baltimore to New York.
Yeah.
Smoked a little on the drive after the show, and it was fun until I smoked. And then I smoked, and I'm sitting there looking out the window thinking about who's going to be at my funeral for like an hour.
You just might have too much of an Irish brain to smoke weed. You instantly just think of your bad news, and you're just like, instantly go to Finnegan's Wake, dude.
Instantly. I was just like, what's it going to be like?
That's a
Yeah.
sick thing to think about, though.
And then I thought of how human history has been nothing but absolute misery for everyone. And how
Yeah.
I'm lucky to live in where I am now, but how it's fragile.
True.
And how if it ever reverts back to just pure chaos, like people just watched their family die
I know.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, people just, I can't.
Yeah.
Too soft.
Well, that would shape you up real quick,
And then
dude.
fucking Soder's like, yeah, Ronald Reagan said if any generation's going to experience the apocalypse, it's this one. And I was sitting there like, damn.
That's
he's
everyone
right,
said that.
he's
Anyone who saw
right. I know, of course, forever.
yeah.
But like
Well, we're gearing
talking
up.
about these fucking right wing dictators coming in.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm sitting there with one hit of a vape pen, just like the apocalypse is nigh. I'm gonna have to fucking figure out how to live.
Yeah. That's definitely an untalked about side effect of weed, dude. Is thinking about the apocalypse. It's got me. I think about I kind of on some perverse level.
You
fantasize.
look forward to it.
I revel in it.
will die, and then I was like, then you just have to kill yourself.
I wouldn't.
Just I thought of me and my family committing suicide together.
No, you wouldn't have to kill yourself.
It was a horrible time.
See, I don't feel fit for this particular mode of life.
You are not.
I don't feel fit for this particular. So I'm always fantasizing about humongous societal changes to where it's like, all right, now like we could live in villages or do like vertical farm villages where everyone lives in like skyscrapers and like lives in like a jungle environment and shit. You know they're talking about doing that, building like farms but in skyscrapers. It's like let's just go back to that, dude. Give me a fucking village. But that's kind of what I fantasize about.
Yeah, I was just in my mind again. This was me high.
Yeah.
I was like, if there's some sort of like a nuclear holocaust,
not into nuclear apocalypse,
where like me and my family are just in our. I was envisioning us in our basement at my parents' house.
Yeah,
me and like we're stuck down here.
Mutate.
Let's kill ourselves.
Got to go out and do it.
Me and my whole family shooting ourselves. It was fucked up.
You might actually go out and be able to like deal with the nuclear fallout.
My family?
Your eyebrows might fall off, yeah, but like you might
thick
be
eyebrows, dude. They would survive.
They would be the only things. That'd be sick if you finally died and rotted, but your skeleton still had eyebrows on.
My eyebrows are gonna survive.
Good eyebrows,
yeah, I love my eyebrows. But every time I get a haircut, they're like, "Do you want me to trim your eyebrows?" I'm like, nah, dude.
No, what the fuck you
These
talking
are
about?
sick. There's always like a stray hair that's long. But keep it. Where are we at, dude? We gotta be like 120.
We're an hour and 25, yeah.
125. How about that?
Cheers.
Yeah, let's fucking call it.
We're done.
This will come out tonight.
We drop it
tomorrow morning.
Let's drop her.
Yeah,
dude. I did
Matt
tell you.
again. Matt'll be on a fair one.
I'll be on there Wednesday.
Compound Media.
That'll be sick.
That'll be really fun.
That'll be fun.
Me, Matt, and Tommy Pope. That'll be a fun show.
Yeah, that's actually what I thought about.
Maybe Beezer on the couch.
Ooh.
Yeah, Beezer's been up there.
I have to tell you, this morning, I was just walking my dog, just sober as a fucking judge, thinking about an alternate setup for people. Once people can't like work or like if technology takes over or like everyone's either on like disability or some sort of income, and you just develop these areas for people to live that are like villages, and then you give people like foam swords, laser tag guns, and you just get to like reenact like old school Avatar warfare, and then you just get all your basic needs met. And like if you get laser tagged 3 times or hit with a foam sword, you're just a LARPer. And then you can just LARP all day long, and then you go home.
You live in a society where you can LARP all day long.
That's all there is to do.
You really do.
Yeah,
in this society,
but no, you gotta pay your basic needs.
The government can do that for you.
I could just go on I go on mental disability.
You could go on
and just LARP all day long.
Mental disability.
But I need a village to be constructed that like it like sets up my need to LARP.
Build it, dude. You got
true.
time.
That's true.
If you want this,
I gotta
dude,
build my LARP.
Go
community.
get it.
I was just thinking how sick Zelda is, and if you could somehow build that, people walk around like go on like a little quest, that'd be awesome.
This quest would suck.
The quest would be sick, dude.
Quest would suck.
Dude, if you walked in the woods
walk?
and there was just people with like paintball guns, it was just a no holds barred little Jurassic Park of just people with mental disorders. And everyone was paintballing each other, laser tagging. It would just be mayhem.
Hell yeah.
Foam arrows, dude. Just fucking. If you get hit 3 times, you got to go inside the rest of the day. You're done.
Nice.
And it's sun up the next morning. You come back out.
I think what would happen is people would start really fighting.
I think a retarded guy would fall out of a tree.
A
and break
retarded
his
guy
neck.
would die, or someone would rape someone in the village. It would just turn into a medieval. People would get beheaded for real.
That's so true.
The second you build a village for retarded people to fight, it's not going to be friendly. It's going to be instantly.
Someone will definitely get raped day 3.
Someone's going to get raped right away. Not day 3. We're talking hour 3.
The whistle will blow. Oh my god.
The robots will have to come in and separate you.
Someone would like, fall into like a 3-foot ditch and get raped instantly. Someone would fall into like someone had like a leaf net, trap someone, they would fall in, it would just be 2 guys and they're like you'd get raped 4 feet underground, dude.
Hell yeah.
I'd be sitting there with my like foam sword, like, why did I build this stupid place? It's the 5th time I've been raped.
You getting raped in your foam
Just me being
village?
raped, dude.
Again, this is very reasonable. You can do this.
I could build this.
You would
And
get
I
raped.
still might, dude.
You
I
will
might
get
take one
raped.
for the team. I'll definitely wear like a butt chastity belt, dude.
If the Patreon keeps taking off.
I'm gonna wear, one of those things that you put in the sink so like your food doesn't fall down. I'll put one of
Yeah.
those on my butt.